I bet. So yeah, first one was Uniswap. They did their airdrop. Um, then it was actually 1inch. The 1inch protocol, they did their airdrop as well. I think that one was worth a little bit more than the because initially the Uniswap one was worth 3,000. I think well right now that's worth about 12,000 right now. For the 1inch airdrop, that was worth around 6,000 at the time. And so I think it's around like 8, 9,000 now. And then you had um, DYDX do their airdrop. It's worth 100K. I think minimum it was worth like 50K. Like even if you did the smallest trade, it was worth 50K. And then the Axie Affinity, they airdropped like $1 million, well, 100K to different people. So yeah, like y'all know me from jump, man. I love the free money in the space. It's a lot of it going around because there's always going to be new projects coming up. So must have logged in somewhere. All right. So I got the next scoop of the next platform, and I'm gonna make sure that I do trades on like 5, 6, 10 different wallets, whatever. Um, just so y'all can yeah, just so I can make up for the shits that I missed out on. For either being in the US or just not getting on it fast enough. Um, we'll get started in a little bit. I'm just gonna move my screen over. But yeah, is anybody in here like don't know what an airdrop is at all? You could unmute yourself and talk if you don't know what an airdrop is. This is the time to ask. I'm gonna go over it.
Yeah, I don't know what an airdrop is. I know like it's like a giveaway, but I don't know the terms of it.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah, like what do you got to do to receive it?
Okay, gotcha. So I'm gonna mute you real quick because I think you're in the car and that's where I'm hearing the echo. But there's okay. The overall term of an airdrop is exactly how you stated. It's a giveaway. Primarily the like new projects, right? Just like how a company would put some money aside for marketing and for promotion stuff like that. The same thing is done with these crypto projects. They do it in the sense of their obviously their crypto token and not necessarily US dollars. And the base layer, the easiest airdrops or whatever to do, I'll actually pull up that website as well. Are quick, what you would call community type of airdrops, where a project is trying to build their Instagram, their Telegram. They're trying to build awareness of their project. So they will broadcast that they're doing an airdrop for following them on Facebook, hopping into their Telegram, doing different social media actions like that, retweeting, etc. And they may have rules or stipulations like, hey, you have to stay in the Telegram until for a month or something, and then they'll airdrop to whoever is still in the group at that time. So it's various stipulations like that that will constitute an airdrop. But the one that the best paying ones, because those social media ones usually it's like $10, $15 worth of that token. Of course, it's at its infancy, so that token can always gain value. For example, Ethereum was airdropped, so about 100 Ethereum was airdropped in the beginning of that project. And judging at the price of Ethereum, that's like 300K, in today's value. So these airdrops, they happen all over. especially with new projects. And with these new, so the next type of airdrop, aside from like the doing social media stuff, right? Um, there are different projects. Uh, they would do it in the same sense of, hey, they're trying to promote, but projects or protocols that in a sense need beta testers. They would incentivize people to hop on to their platform early on. Some don't even broadcast that they're incentivizing. They just ask for people to test out their stuff, and then turns out that they end up giving airdrop. Like I had no idea about the Uniswap airdrop until it happened, and that just became a craze that all these projects wanted to do. So by being a tester and pretty much putting our money up um, to test their protocols, they reward you with their tokens. And of course, if their token has real world value, like DYDX does, and like Uniswap does, that'll be worth a lot of money. Like for example, this is DYDX chart. Thing just dropped September 9th. It was at $9. Now it's at $22. So that overall airdrop value has increased since then. So airdrops are just free money. That's all it is, just free money. That makes sense to y'all that didn't get it. Let's go green.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so let's just quickly look at the charts. I did call out this trade early this morning because the breakout happened pretty early. I mean, I kind of missed it too. I was still trying to be certain that we wasn't just gonna fall back into this resistance that we had here. And we found that footing and it started taking off. So called it out at that point. I know it was early, so most people probably didn't catch it, but we are still early in this pump. This 50K target is TP1 in my opinion. Yes, we could reject here again and then just shoot all the way back down, which I honestly think we may do because this was a little too easy in my opinion. But once we start to break these levels, I mean, right now, like basically around that 50, 48 is a resistance, but once that we're hitting our TP on that, and yeah, we're pumping as we speak. So you can see the volume. I always spoke about like volume was a great indicator for me because I like to see the bullishness, the strength, the overall volume that's coming in at these resistances or lack of volume that's happening at the supports. So you see the strong breakout in volume here, as well as we're getting another strong breakout after accumulating. I mean, for a little bit, we're getting another strong breakout. Hopefully, it'll pump us to our TP. And for right now, like again, this was too easy in my opinion. Usually there's something more violent that happens before we have the face rip to 100K. So just be on the lookout for that. I mean, as it breaks resistances, break zones, keep moving your stop losses up. When it was around here, I told everyone to kind of move their stop loss to break even because that was, again, a little resistance, local resistance or whatever that we had there. We filled some orders at that point and then got a huge lift off from the incoming volume and bullishness from this. Again, this happened on the first day of October. For some of y'all that's been with me from jump, like I tell y'all the cycle rhymes. During the summers we're bearish and just sideways, and during September's we usually dump a bit, and it's usually the last 3 months of the year that makes the biggest gains in the bull market. just based off of the historical data that we have. So we're kind of seeing that right now. I think this is the beginning to that 100K move, but don't count out a huge dip to the downside before to grab some liquidity before we shoot back up. Yeah, and that's pretty much how I see that on Bitcoin. The volume looks wonderful. I know that there was a lot of big whales that were buying Bitcoin. Actually, there was a whale, the account had over $10 million in it. I think it was a little bit more. And the guy, I think like 2 or 3 days ago, bought 50 cents worth of Bitcoin and added it to his pile. So if a whale can add 50 cents, in anticipation to try to grab as much Bitcoin as he or she can, there's no if, ands, or buts as to why you're not buying $1 a day type shit. And so these people, they put their money into stuff that they know, they don't just play around with their money in a sense, right? They do their overall due diligence, and so should you. But in all honesty, like, this is obviously here to stay at this point. The adoption that we're seeing across the world is ridiculous. I just reposted something on my IG. Make sure y'all follow me on IG because I'll be reposting different stuff on there. But El Salvador, they just, mined like $300 worth of Bitcoin using a volcano. They use the power of the volcano to mine the Bitcoin. That's innovation, because the biggest thing in narrative now is, oh, Bitcoin is using too much, energy, electricity, to try to paint the narrative to you guys, the retail, while they snatch up Bitcoin at cheap levels. But it's the innovation that can come out of mining Bitcoin and keeping that whole network going, with little to no resources, that is missing. That's what I'm hoping for, because when you add money behind a overall idea, or you get smart people to start thinking of better ways to make something better, you're going to get the results that you need. You're going to get the adoption. And we're kind of seeing that now. So, I don't know how much more to say, but do your own research. And because for me, I'm just loading up. It's gonna come a time in history where, like, you will wish that it was at 40K. Just like how back in December, I mean, a year ago, probably today, I was saying the same thing. You would wish that it's back at 10K, because once it's at these levels, I really think 29K is going to be the new low, the new like bottom, just like 3K was down here. And it's eerily similar, and I'm gonna show you why I say that. We got to go back here. So yeah, like, usually the last pump, right above that last pump, is where the last bottom is. But regardless, history just rhymes. It doesn't repeat itself in this sense. But just how that support has held, and the fact that we never went back to retest 20K, just makes me think that, hey, until that 29K, 28K support really breaks, that's probably going to be our new bottom. So at 47K, we're closer to 28 than we are to 100. So, pick your poison in a sense. Let's take a quick look at Ethereum. Ethereum, it's a lot cleaner on this side. Less manipulation in Ethereum, but it's moving a little bit slower. But overall, I'm still expecting the same thing. Ethereum found its support here, looking to get back to these all-time highs. I probably called this a little too high. Start taking your TPs early if you guys are in these trades. or whatever, especially on Ethereum, around that 3,900 level, I would start looking at taking my TPs or moving that stop loss up. You can see that there's some liquidity there, some orders that are sitting there. So with Ethereum, super bullish. Overall, my long-term view on Ethereum, it's one cycle behind Bitcoin. So, okay, shoot, Ethereum could honestly hit 20K this cycle. I know 10 has been the target, you know, minimum 5, obviously, for the short term to midterm, and then 10 for the whole bull run. But I honestly think from one, all of the stuff that's happening on Ethereum, from DeFi to NFTs to just everything, plus the fact that a lot of companies are interested in Ethereum because of its whole DeFi and enterprise look. Ethereum's becoming deflationary. Like I get the notifications on how much Ethereum is burned every hour, and it's ridiculous. And that supply shock is going to hit crazy. Plus, when staking comes out, there's going to be a lot more ETH that is locked away, right? When people are staking it away, it's not on the markets. So there's scarcity that comes into that coin. And now you have less Ethereum in the regular markets to do everything from paying gas fees to paying for like companies that want to build on Ethereum. They got to pay in Ethereum to build those contracts, to, just everything has that you're already doing with Ethereum. There's going to be less Ethereum now to do those same things. Thus, the price is just going to skyrocket, in my opinion. Keep, dollar cost average, get into it little by little. This is no way, shape, or form financial advice, but don't invest what you can't lose. That's the best way I look at it. Like, properly budget your your budget, your finances, so that how much of FU money or money that you can just blow, that you can utilize, or shoot, find another little side hustle, side income. Every time I move to a new city or whatever, I always do Uber, because one, extra money to just buy crypto, and two, I get to ride around, meet new people, and learn the city for a purpose. But yeah, find a little extra side hustles, whoop-de-whoop. Go ahead and do your own research and get you some crypto. So with ETH, I'm very bullish on that. We had this double bottom down in the 1700 range. My bearish outlook is to revisit that range before we shoot up. But again, things are looking very bullish, and these lines here, these boxes, I drew it on the live call with some of you guys, is based off of the retracement, the 618 retracement, and we find support. I don't know why I'm so far out, but yeah, we found support on that very nicely, and we got that bullish move from it. Now, the volume on Ethereum, I'm not quite fond of. It's a lot more volume happening on Bitcoin, a little bit more. And so it's not too much. Bitcoin still moves the market. And so for Ethereum, I'm a lot more bullish, one, with the structure of the price action. It's obeying things to the T, as well as, and shoot, if I do this, yeah, we're right at that. TPF 54, 55. Yeah, that would be a nice little short-term all-time high, that I could see. Okay, and I'm gonna give you guys some more lists of stuff, because there's some more projects that starting to become very bullish on, like Mover, Moon River, for Polkadot. Very bullish on that project. I'm about to get me some more so I can stake. Miss Alchemist, and their exchange Miss X. I have to put some more Ethereum on my wallet, but I'm going to stake the Alchemist that I have because they create, when you stake with them, you get to obviously stake on the exchange and earn interest, but you get a LP token, the liquidity provider token, and I'll show you guys this stuff on one of the chains that I'm going to show you. But you'll get the LP token in return to represent your share of the pool, and then you could go stake or swap that LP token for other tokens, and or you could go obviously stake it in their Crucible and earn more interest off of your overall money. So today, like I really want to show y'all like passive ways to just put y'all money and let it work for you. That way you could just focus on other stuff or add that to your overall plan. Like I've done over the years where like, okay, I get money in, I'm throwing it through this machine, you know, like this venture. And it's basically just breaking up that money into different staking protocols that then pay out a percentage, whether it be in that same token or in a different token, so I could get new tokens. And when I get that new token, I go stake that and do the whole thing all over again. It's a really cool way for you to wash your money and, I mean, not wash your money because people have associate bad things with that term, but you're putting your money to work for you. Let's put it like that. Yeah, so I mainly wanted to focus on that. I'm gonna tell y'all like I'm very bullish on Luna. Tell y'all that now. Like I'm very bullish on their overall ecosystem and what they're doing with DeFi. You know, it's making all-time highs. Is back to approaching that. Let's see what the fibs fall on this all the way. Yeah, so on the larger scale fibs, we're sitting here. Yeah, yeah, let me just give y'all this now. Luna, I am very bullish on. What list on it? Yeah. Symbol. Centrifuge. First one that I'm, damn, this has been, damn. Gotta go look at what my portfolio sitting at now. Centrifuge, very bullish on that. They are looking to take real world assets and bring it to blockchain, but they're doing it in a much better way than other projects are doing them. So you're seeing a recent pump here. This is just the beginning. And let me put the rack system on here. Yeah, the buy was called on that $1.15. I'm gonna start doing these calls more often, like probably every day, just so I can alert y'all on when we get these racks buys, especially on the higher time frames on these smaller coins, because yeah, they usually take off after that. Although we're in price discovery, this is very early for this project, so I would take a look at doing research and potentially investing into it. So Centrifuge solid. Cody, I've been invested in this and it's been doing very well as of late. Yeah, I caught this one late, just looking at my portfolio, trying to figure out what the hell is pumping. And it was this, or part of it was this. And Cody is on the Cardano platform. They're looking to move over there and provide these smart contract, be included in the whole smart contracts that Cardano is looking to do. And Cody, I believe, has some NFTs as well. But again, we're early on this project. I did get in early back in the December timeframe, rode this pump, but again, price always come near or around where you want it to. So these dips are crucial because, shoot, I think it's the same, if not a better percentage gain. So this went for 1,000%. versus this at 657%. So you're more than halfway from, hey, if you missed this pump, could have took this pump, and you're more than halfway. But like I said, I'm trying to give y'all some coins that haven't fully pumped yet, just so you guys could get right. Now, the Race is a NFT gaming project that I'm researching. I'm not.
I heard about this one, the horse race.
Yeah, the horse racing stuff. It's a cool idea because I mean, look at like the Kentucky Derby and all that. Like, it's a whole bunch of money that goes into that. So if there's a way of doing that digitally, or maybe like you could buy an NFT horse or whatever and then go race it, give it utility type stuff, or you can merge horses together, NFT horses together to create an offspring that, could do X, Y, Z. So it's a very interesting concept. I'm researching, the longevity of all this, what people are looking at, etc. Price wise, I mean, we're starting to get a little racks by on it, but I like to see the volume come in with it. Is this on the 30? Yeah, so I'm gonna just put it on your radar, but I'm gonna wait till again, these bands on the rack system for all of them are the moving averages. So this one is the 200 moving average on the 1 hour. It looked like it just got above the 200 on the 30, so that is very bullish. So yeah, I might pick up a couple on my own term or whatever while I research it, but I thought it was a cool concept from jump anyway. Phantom, I don't talk about Phantom a lot, but we was on Phantom for a while from jump because it's a Andre Cronje project. If you guys don't know who he is, follow him on Twitter. He yeah, it was
It's
back
the
when
Yearn guy, right?
yeah, he's the Yearn Finance guy. Yeah, so ever since Yearn Finance, he does a lot of DeFi protocol projects. It's one guy, one developer, and he developed like 5 or 6 different projects or whatever. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna drop the handle, his IG or his Twitter handle on the in the chat real quick. Let me see. But yeah, the reason we were very bullish on him too is because most of his projects was hitting crazy. I mean, we started with YFI, Yearn Finance, and then they made so many clones of his project that shoot, we was crazy chasing the clones and stuff. But in good measure, because that was the reason why we was on Uniswap anyway. And then he created Phantom, which is like a smart contract competitor to Ethereum. And every time Ethereum pumps, smart contract competitors are gonna pump because the concept is obviously just like when crypto overall pumps, people are like, okay, I'm not gonna buy Bitcoin because it's so much. Let me go buy a smaller coin in hopes that it shoots up. Let me type his handle in here. Yeah, y'all could follow him because he be dropping his projects on there, like contracts for his project on there, before like it gets picked up on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. So you got it's in the group chat. You guys should have his handle. And so Phantom has been doing very well. But here's one thing that I like to see from coins, and Phantom is displaying this right now. It's one thing to see a coin pump, but that's easy, right? That's whatever because everything else is pumping. I like to see how resilient a coin is when everything's dumping, right? How like are the holders of this coin dumping along with the rest of the market? Because that shows me that those that are holding it don't truly understand or believe in the project. They're just looking at it as a quick way to make money. But those that are holding it, or better yet, projects that majority of the tokens are staked, like put away, those are the best ones to shoot up crazy because there's very limited amount of available supply for people to trade back and forth. So it creates scarcity within that project, especially if it's a project that is solid, got good fundamentals, tokenomics, etc. And one of those projects, I thought I had it on here, is Ohm. Yo, Olympus took off crazy. I got in around like $300. That's $700, and this isn't anything. You can see the huge double bottom here, clear as day. I am looking to load up some more of this, but so I can stake. And you could just stake it in the protocol, but yeah, this thing's been pretty much buying. And Mark Cuban is heavily invested in Olympus now. So that doesn't mean anything per se, but I mean, shit, because he was invested in Titan and that thing got exploited. But Olympus DAO is a solid project based off of the research that I've been doing on it. They got a lot of things coming up for their ecosystem. I just want to see how it all plays out. And so I'm just putting some small stakes into it and tucking it away. You tend to not sell your coins that you end up staking. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Not every coin is worth staking. I mean, to me at least. But those that you want to keep long term, just stake them, earn interest on them because you want to hold them anyway. Another token is a platform coin, and the reason I'm bringing it to y'all is because, bruh, I can't deny this pump that it had. And I can't deny the fact that their platform actually works and people are using it. And that's, the FTT token for FTX. If FTX is an exchange, they do derivatives and all this extra stuff. Yeah, look how that works to a T. So if I took this, well, let's take it from there. Let's see how plays out. Yeah, even then, still got the overall support. So first, yeah, we hit our support. It's crazy. But yeah, they're doing very well, especially in the U.S. market, and that's why I'm bringing it to y'all, is because they have the ins and outs with the regulators in the U.S. market. So, usually like scrutiny for U.S. companies is that, you got to deal with regulators XYZ. Well, that's, everyone else's biggest problem is their, the least of their worries in a sense. And I think that is bullish, and they offer a nice product. A lot of tokens are being added onto it where you can trade those cryptos with leverage. So it opens up to being able to trade smaller cryptos like GRT on there with leverage and make money overall. GRT, so the graph, I'm really bullish on the graph because it's all right. It is like a Google. It's indexing for information that's on the blockchain. So being able to search, whatever you want to search, maybe search your name or search whatever. Well, no, it's more so like data information, like smart contract data. So for example, let's say I want to run an app, a decentralized app, and it's a weather app. And I want to show all the weathers across the world, right? I obviously need to get those weather reports in real time and fast. So instead of me kind of doing that manually or by myself, the weather feeds are being pulled. Well, primarily Chainlink is the one that gets the data, right? Gets those weather data. Chainlink is the one that partners with these companies. Like I would partner with Chainlink, and Chainlink provides me the data from everywhere across the world or whatever that they have on weather, right? And that data would be fed right into my program, and that would just be the missing piece to that. Now, if I'm a user or whatever, and I want to search all of blockchain, right, to figure out who has a weather data app or, what is the weather where I'm at without actually going to the app, you can do so via GRT, where you can index or search for certain keywords, and it'll show you all of the blockchains that have that keyword or have that functionality, I believe, too, that they're going to add. Which blockchains or coins have that functionality, and you'll be able to search that. So I think that's pretty cool. We have ICX. You want to know the truth about ICX to me? I've made a lot of money off this thing. I never researched it to figure out what the hell they actually do. Because I bought into this the price chart not even on here. A while ago, I want to say I bought into their ICO. So I lived through all this dump and all of that. I just kept the coins or whatever. I never looked back into it until I think I was on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko and saw that they were pumping, and I'm like, oh shit, I got some of those tokens. So do some research on that. Yeah, I have it on this list just for me to go ahead and do full extensive research on these things and present it to you guys. Now, Mana, this is my favorite metaverse coin platform overall, right? My favorite virtual reality spot. One, because it was primarily one of the first ones. Everything in there looks a whole lot better, and there's a lot more people and other companies that are building on there. You can buy a piece of land in their virtual world using the Mana token. Yeah, I've been invested in this, and the pennies. So I'm really bullish on Mana, and they recently their world only came out about a year ago, and you were able to buy the token way before that, and I am super impressed by how it came out. I do wish it was lighter in the sense that I can run it on my computer without having to shut other programs down. But it's because there's a lot more stuff in there, and of course too, they're gonna update and upgrade their drives so things can run a bit faster. Maybe offer a mode where you're not running so much stuff off your graphics on your computer or something. But Mana is one of those worlds, those metaverse worlds that people are going to spend hours and hours within them. They'll be able to shop, interact with their friends, play games, et cetera, even go to a concert. Like all of these meta worlds like Mana and crypto voxels. I think I've showed you guys crypto voxels before. I might have shown a couple of you guys Mana as well. All of these worlds are going to be the norm. And what we went through in 2020 further pushed that, because there's now and quote unquote a need, right? People go crazy just sitting in the house for a full year, but it would help if they were able to virtually go outside and interact with their friends. Like the brain just needs to be stimulated. You don't physically have to go outside to feel better. Your brain just has to think that it's outside, and you'll feel better. So overall, these worlds are going to go crazy. I already see Facebook they're talking about they're putting billions of dollars um, into building their metaverse, and that they want to become a metaverse company. Great. That's big money that's going into the space. It's only going to further solidify these projects. And once people start to learn about them and realize, hey, this one that Facebook created is centralized, meaning you still deal with the Facebook BS, but what's this Mana, or what's this Decentraland, or what's this crypto voxels? I think it'll just introduce people to those other projects. And from there, things are just going to blow up. So I bought a little piece of land in Decentraland. I forget how much I paid, but it's worth like over $100,000 now, just for a little parcel. And so, and there's other parcels that are selling for millions of dollars. And parcels are, just a plot of land, and you could build on it. You'll have to buy the different materials and all that, and you can build on it. And a lot of people have been doing that. Yeah, after I show y'all the content today, I'll jump into Decentraland and see if it'll work for us. Another one is Matic. This is another layer 2 solution or competitor for Ethereum, however you want to look at it. Way cheaper fees on this side. So yeah, this is a good little buy-in point. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, things have broken out, but they could always break back down, back in. But yeah, it is not a bad price to get in, considering all-time high is 280. So you're getting at least a 2x just by going back to all-time highs, and this thing just started. So I don't see it just staying in these ranges for long, especially with the utility of their overall blockchain. Told you guys about Mist as well as Moon River. You see how Moon River just took off crazy. Now Morpheus. So Morpheus Network, another layer 2 solution. Yeah, this one really took off today. Yeah, it's been going. Another, ETH2 type of competitor solution, however you want to look at it. So they all gonna pump in conjunction. So Polka Starter. So Polka Starter is part of the Polkadot ecosystem. I'm gonna show you guys just basically a little graphic, just so you guys could understand how the Polkadot ecosystem works. This is their DEX, their decentralized exchange, so sort of like a Uniswap or whatever. So this is the token for it. I think this was the first one on their ecosystem too. So pretty bullish on this one to see where it goes and what development comes out of it. All right. With these, like with Rarible, I'm just looking at different not DeFi, NFT marketplace coins. So same way that like Binance coin would have utility on the Binance exchange. I'm starting to look at some of these NFT platforms for those coins to start having a lot more utility than what they've been having. So I'm just taking a look here. I think I have like a few of these Rarible tokens, like probably like $90 worth type of thing. So nothing crazy, but I'm still keeping it on my radar and doing research on it and giving y'all the same. So Sushi is another one too. I remember when all these was coming out last year. We're like, what the hell is going on? All these food stuff, like, and Andre was one of the reasons why. So yeah, nice double bottom at $6, already at 10. Um, so sushi is another decentralized exchange. Same concept of a Uniswap. Um, so take a look at it. I'm not fully fond of sushi because of their involvement with finance overall. But I'm not opposed to making money neither. So let's talk about it. All right. Theta. Small one here. That's crazy. All right. So Theta had a huge pullback. Damn, I remember when Theta was at like 30 cents. Should be crazy how fast these things jump. Yeah, Theta had a huge pullback, but they saw huge growth and people utilizing their platform. So there's a lot of gamers, a lot of YouTubers that are going over there and they're receiving tips and data tokens for broadcasting their games, people watching them and stuff like that. There, so you get to earn these cryptos, and so that's what made me a little weary about Theta was that it's being used for tipping, right? You tip somebody with this crypto who's not really in crypto, first thing they're gonna do is sell it for, some US dollars or for whatever. And so as people start to see the value of crypto, this is really going to make a lot of sense because it's like one quick way for people to easily get paid, especially those in that gaming space, to get paid in crypto and be able to do it with a platform token that has utility. So keep your eyes out on that. I don't want to talk about UFO yet with y'all. VeChain is still solid. Make sure y'all Gucci with that. As you can see, I've been in this thing for a minute. Yeah, and one last one is Unison. I don't talk about this one much, but I got into this like by accident. I think somebody sent me some. Like one of my friends, he was like, "Oh, well, you gotta look at it when it was around like $2." And it's been moving up, and I've been looking at the partnerships and the stuff they've been doing. You guys should do your research on that, but it's been very bullish. Like, look at these huge spikes on the volume. Um, it's once it wants to pump, like it does pump. So we're seeing some movement out of it now. I think that's leading up to the top. All right, so give me 1 second. Let me move my thing back over. Let's talk about some of these projects. So a website called DeFi Pulse, it'll tell you like how much money is locked up in all these different DeFi projects, et cetera, et cetera. Put this over here too. All right. So the largest, and it gets categorized by different things. So for lending, Aave is the biggest, and you can see how much money they have. They got 14 billion. Damn, who put some money in Maker? They got 14 billion under management. Maker number 2 at 12, and this InstaDApp built on top of Maker. Oh, okay, that's crazy. So technically, Maker should be number one, with these two being on that Maker protocol. But you could just see the full list here. You look at DEXs, right? The decentralized exchanges that have money locked away within them. Curve has 12 billion. Most would think Uniswap was the biggest, but it has about half of that. So Curve Finance has about 12 billion locked up in it. It's probably offering better yields, bigger yields, etc. So people are jumping from one protocol to the other, which I can't blame them. You're your own bank at this point. So shop your money around, find you the best deals, the best yields, the best returns, so you can make you your money passively. And of course, derivatives, synthetics is the largest, DYDX is next. And these derivatives, they're going to be pretty big, man, because once that real money, real traders, even you Forex traders that can't trade on weekends start to get comfortable with this and realizing you could, still trade your assets continuously, it's going to be a game changer in my opinion. And they already have 1.8 billion locked up. Synthetics does, and this whole space hasn't really taken off yet. I really think these derivatives might be the next like NFTs and all that for the next bull market, because there's a lot of projects that are working on getting real world stuff on the blockchain, whether it's stocks, real estate, or shoot, like how I'm doing. I'm actually leading a project right now where I'm taking collectibles, sports memorabilia collectibles, and turning them into NFTs. That way, those NFTs are backed by the real memorabilia, which actually has a real world value. So I'll give you guys some details on that once I drop the website. But yeah, you'll get the overall details on this, especially on lending and dexes. You have billions of dollars that are locked away, right? This money isn't, some of these locked accounts, they have what they call vesting periods. Those vesting periods typically means you can't move the money for however long it says. And so that money has to stay locked away, tucked away for that time, thus parking it and not being sold and traded away. All right. Look, I'm always start here with Zapper and Zerion because I'm here trying to show y'all how to make your money passively, right? How to put your money away and let it work for you. Zapper and Zerion are the leading platforms, especially on Ethereum. Well, not just Ethereum, because now they're starting to get, so let me do this MetaMask thing. Yeah, they're starting to get other platforms. So you got Arbitrum, which it will automatically add the Arbitrum network to your MetaMask and jump you over there. So you have Arbitrum, Avalanche, but like it has multiple blockchains, Phantom. So I think I have the Phantom network already. It'll switch my network to that. So I could do different things, right? But as you can see, right, it's one address, one web address that is connected to all these different networks, right? Now, what if I only have money on my Ethereum network and I need to get it to, let's say the Phantom network or some other network? Well, that's where a bridge will come into play, okay? And that's really what I want to fully have y'all understand today, is that you can bridge money from one network to the other, so you can go ahead and use that other network at a cheaper rate, right? You'll make your swaps, much cheaply, whole lot cheaper, not cheaply. But the whole concept is so that one, you can save money without spending your Ethereum or whatever to pay gas fees. And two, you also contribute to not clogging up the Ethereum network. Let me get to the Arbitrum one, because on Arbitrum, or Optimism, I'm sorry, Arbitrum is the company that puts money into them. This is a Ethereum gateway where, let's say, again, you still connect the same way to these protocols. I'm connected to the Phantom network, so it's not going to fully connect me. It's going to say error. I got to change to Coven or to the main Ethereum network. So I'll just come here and change to Ethereum network. Now I'm on that network and I should be able to connect now. And it connected. You'll see your balance come here. And so essentially what I'm doing is I have Ethereum that's on the main net, the Ethereum main, internet in a sense, right? But just like how, let me show you guys, there's a Ethereum mainnet. All of these are test networks for Ethereum. So before anything moves on to the main Ethereum network, they are tested in these test environments before they're put on the main net. Okay, just to give you guys a perspective. So most of these projects that end up doing airdrops anyway, it's because they allow the users to test them out in the test environment. And then once they go live, they reward those addresses that were, doing activities on the test network. So that's a pretty cool way to go ahead and get some free airdrops and get some free money. So again, back to this, these gateways, and there's always, well, I wouldn't say always, but they're building them. There's gateways for all the blockchains. So if you got money on Ethereum blockchain and you want to move it to Solana, there's a gateway for that. If you want to move that Ethereum to XDAI, there's a gateway for that. In fact, there's a full project. I know I'm just jumping all over the damn board. There's a full project that's kind of dedicated to this called Rubik. And, they're a normal swap as well, but it's the bridge and cross chain that really interests me. You got a question or something, bro? You unmuted to talk. So essentially, like, I can swap something on the Ethereum network, say some Rubik, for something on the Binance network, right? Maybe some Ethereum on the Binance network, and vice versa. And you can do that for, if they haven't opened up. Oh, this one actually got opened up now. So they are working on it. The other day, I don't think Matic was opened up to be swapped with it. So I can swap some stuff on the Matic, the Polygon network, and be able to send that Rubik basically, or swap it for that particular token. And it'll send to my same wallet, but if I want to see that first token, I would just have to jump to the Polygon network to end up seeing it if it was there. If I want to see my other money that's on the Ethereum network, I would just see it there, and so on and so forth. Did that make sense to y'all, or y'all got any questions on that? If you got questions, drop a 2 in the chat before I move to this. All right, but no 2s. Good for me. So this is a bridge for optimism. This is part of the airdrop too, that I believe that's going to happen. Optimism, they have their stuff. All of Uniswap is deployed on Optimism, on the optimistic Ethereum. So essentially, this is the preview to ETH2. Right, the Optimism is a ETH2, like ETH solution 2, whatever, layer 2 solution, and they're looking for testers. They're looking for people to test this. So I'm going to encourage y'all to, at the very least, make a some type of a swap. much or nothing in here anyway, just to show y'all. $7. So this okay. Yeah, just to show you guys as an example. You would just approve just like anything else. Yeah, fees is like $60 right now. They were a whole lot cheaper earlier, like this morning. I think it was like $12. So you would just do the swap. Once the swap became available, you can then jump to Uniswap on the Ethereum network. Well, now I'm connected to the Ethereum network, but you can jump to Optimism or Arbitrum. So yeah, the funds that I would have available in these networks. So if I would have made that ETH trade right on that bridge, sorry, the Optimism bridge, that ETH would show up here, and from there I can, you know, swap and do whatever. And like you know, the fees are just ridiculous. Yeah, it won't be able to show me nothing on here. I'm gonna transfer my ETH over, and then I'm gonna do a full video showing you guys how this all look and work. But the overall concept is, because Ethereum's main network is so expensive in fees, you might as well just pay one fee to move some money from the main Ethereum network to another network like Arbitrum, or I mean, I've been testing out this XDAI network with Honey as well. Yeah, so this one is actually on XDAI. So what I do is come here, change to XDAI, and I'll see all my stuff. I'll be able to connect now, and yeah, everything's connected. And it's just the same type of platforms like a Zapper or whatever. It's just for the specific blockchains. Another one, this the Polkadot projects. 1 second. Yeah, another one is PokerSwap. Same concept of swapping, pooling, and yeah, it even has a bridge as well, where you can bridge from the Sora network to other networks. Let me show you guys how that looks or whatever. But it's the same concept across the board. And the whole idea, close this as well. Yeah, here's another one. This is for Tron, the Tron network. So the thing is connected. So I'm gonna show you what I did on this Tron network. So when you scroll down or whatever, these are all the different, well, these are all the different mining pools, okay? You'll see what you need to deposit, like what token you need to deposit. But let me tell you guys this now. You see how it says USDT Tron LP? This stands for liquidity provider, meaning that this is the liquidity token. You have to go to their swap, which is here. You have to go to their swap, and you have to hit LP pools. Oh, guess I was already there. You hit LP pools and it will bring you here. But Let's say if I select this USDT Tron LP, let me approve this. When you hit approve or whatever, the Chrome extension wallet, like all of these are wallet. This is Uniswap. This is for Phantom. This is Polkadots. This is for Tron. And it cost me 3 Trons to sign that. One second. Oh, my bad, y'all. 1 second. My VPN is kind of slowing this whole thing up. Just turn that off real quick. Should run better. Outstanding. All right, bet. So let's say we select that. That going. Oh, I know why it failed. I don't have enough Tron to sign that transaction because I already staked in here. But here's essentially what you would end up doing. You would have to, when you go to the swap, you would have to pool, right, and add liquidity. Like, for example, you see I have ETH and Tron here, right? Let's see the pool info. Okay. So what I did was, you could hit add liquidity. You will put, oh damn, I barely have any Tron. You will basically select two tokens that you want to just provide liquidity into that overall pool. Or best thing to do is to look at the these here to see what pools are available for the LP tokens and how much APY you're getting for it to make your decision. So I chose the ETH Tron one because it was offering the highest APY. So what I did was I went back to this just swap. I added some Tron, I added some ETH, and I put it in the pool. And in return, I received the ETH Tron LP coin. Like that whole thing is a coin. It's a coin or whatever. So the ETH Tron LP token, I then take that coin and I put it here to earn 22%. So peep game. I'm earning percentage here whenever trades happen, whatever, providing the liquidity. And then because I put money here, I got a token back to, show that I'm a liquidity provider for this pair. And then I take that token and stake it again for 22% on top of that. And yeah, I think I just did this yesterday and I already made almost 2 cents. It's pretty good. It's pretty good in my opinion. And so I have 0.03 Tron after 1 day that I can go ahead and claim, or I can unstake the 117 ETH Tron LP tokens that are staked there. Yeah, this is the best way for you to make money passively and just have your money work for you. Especially with projects or tokens that you want to hold for the long term, you might as well just earn interest on it and buy the dip and add it, to your pool and thus increasing your liquidity provider tokens. And then you can add more to the liquidity provider pool and earn more of those APYs as well. It's a pretty cool concept. but one that you have to kind of know what you're doing, because these APYs don't stay constant the whole time. It's based off of demand and what people are paying for when people take out loans and stuff like that. It is a bit different for each platform in terms of how the rewards are garnered or paid out. But overall, they're all the same concept. You have tokens, you start with tokens, you add liquidity, to the network for that token, or a pairing, obviously a pairing. And then from there, you'll receive the LP token for that pool. And then you take that LP token and, you pool it or you swap it, etc. You could actually just, if there's no way to pool the LP token, come here and actually swap it for another token, or trade it for something else. You can definitely do that. So PokerSwap is one. Honeycomb is the other. I could show you guys this one last time. So with Honey, theirs is, the exchange is actually called Honey itself. So as you can see, I have a liquidity position here that I could add to, and I'm earning 0.3% of the swap fees. So I can add to the overall liquidity by, again, just taking an overall pair. I'll start with one coin, and maybe I want to make a bow pairing, or whatever. And so let's not do XDAI. Maybe there's a need for Unibright versus bow pairing. And this thing probably never ends up getting used, but just to show you guys. So I'm gonna approve the bow to get used, and look at the fee, $0. And it's still the same token. It's live. It's not like it's a test net. This is live on the XDAI main chain. So they're $0 to do these approvals and these swaps. Like normally that approval would be like $10 right now on Ethereum. And it's in Ethereum, and I don't want to sell my Ethereum anymore. So that got approved pretty fast. But I approved about already. Okay, so that got approved. Now we can supply all of these tokens, and because because why wouldn't I have 100% if this was the only one? Either way, I have a large percentage because obviously this is the first pairing of the two. Usually you want to do a pairing just like how you see pairings and regular exchanges. It would more often be a stable coin here that is paired with another coin, so that it's available for people to use. Actually, yeah, let me swap for some XDAI. So XDAI is the stable coin on this platform. I don't know what the fuck I want to sell though. What is this? How much is this worth? Oh, see, and this is the problem. This is why you want to add liquidity. There's insufficient liquidity between these two tokens. Oh, maybe they found it. So when you saw that, if there was insufficient liquidity, yeah, they ended up funding it, I guess. The whole point of you staking two coins, two pairs, is so that other people are able to make swaps back and forth, just like how I was about to do. I'm actually just sell one of my UBT tokens. So first I gotta approve UBT. I ain't worried because it's virtually free. And I say virtually because it does still take a little bit of XDAI. So you can't completely have zero, but makes it pretty worry-free and carefree to do these swaps. Like this swap here, this probably would have been like a $60, $70 fee on that. It's not even 1 penny. Like I said, XDAI is DAI, the stable coin, but just on this chain. So this is equivalent to $1, and it's not even a penny or a tenth of a penny to it's 1/100th of a penny to do this swap, and that's lovely. Like, and the thing is, it's not like anything's different. The price of UBT is still tracked on this side of things, right? When this thing pumps, I can still swap it for XDAI, which is that stable coin, so I can lock in my my gains. And you see how fast these things actually swap for less than a minute, 30 seconds. Shoot, it barely takes that long. So that's another advantage as well. So now that I got more XDAI, let me go ahead and shoot, I'm gonna just add more liquidity to my position. Oh, it seems like this was honey and wrapped XDAI. So I don't have any honey or wrapped XDAI. So what I'll do is I'll just create a liquidity pair. And I'll use that XDAI and maybe some, maybe some UBT. Yeah, let's stake that. So I'm gonna take that $3 of XDAI stake, and the staking with the pairs, they have to be equivalent with one another. So this is $3 of XDAI. This is $3 of UBT. And obviously vice versa. So you need to have that. So I usually do the max for the smallest figure. I had just $3.07 of this, so I'm gonna just do $3 so I don't completely send away all my XDAI. But yeah, $3 of this. And before I do this though, you can remember you can always farm or pool again those LP tokens, right? So what I'm gonna actually do is come here first. I'm gonna look at what got some high yields, and I should probably add more to this then. Wait, where did this go? One second. But you guys get the idea. You put the money away. All right, there it is. It popped up. Yeah, you put the money away. They give you this token in return to represent that, and then that you did put the money away, and then you come here and stake that token they gave you to earn these yields, and this yield is paid out in this new token XCOM, right? So as you see here, we can harvest all of these just like we're farming. So I'm actually do that. So we're gonna harvest all of these. Fees are still 0. And now, guess what? I now have XCOM tokens that I can do whatever with, either swap for something else, or like I recommend, go pool them. So you can go ahead and you got the Comb XDAI pool token, earn some percentage off it to earn more XCOM. And you're just having your money that's why I say rinsing or washing, just recycling and working for you over and over again like that. And it's all from the same one capital. So it take advantage of it, in my opinion. Obviously, do your research. And this is available on multiple blockchains, different blockchains. So this one, this app here is the one for Solana. It is in a test environment at the moment, so I've been testing this as well. Let's I think it's the Solana extension. Where the hell my wallet go?
Yo, so Henzo, you think that this site right here is gonna have a airdrop soon?
They might. I mean, all it, especially this, is in dev mode. It just might. So especially in development mode, it's not like you're putting up any money at all. You get these test tokens. You can request the test tokens to be sent to you. The Phantom wallet. I guess it's not reading my wallet. Oh, this thing is red.
Onto this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was selecting the wrong thing. Okay, so I connected to it. Yeah, so you could just hit that and it should airdrop you some tokens. But overall, you go to the dashboard. Looks kind of whack, primitive. But the app is still in, again, development mode. Oh, I requested some. So I'll wait on that. It probably has to be sent over. So, I'll test it out with the same concept of depositing and
You can only do it through Phantom.
it seems like that's the wallet that connects to the website like that. Hold on, let me see. Oh no, you could do your ledger too, and then these other wallets. I have Math Wallet as well. But yeah, you could do it with ledgers.
No MetaMask though.
Nah, it doesn't seem like it. Which is weird because I mean they could have just built the network for MetaMask, just like how all the other chains have done. Well, yeah, it is the fucking Phantom chain. So what? Yeah, I guess just this protocol doesn't use MetaMask. Yeah, it doesn't use MetaMask as a wallet.
All right.
Yeah, Solana. There's another one too, Akala. That's what I was forgetting. Akala is doing a test as well. I actually already got the tokens on the Akala one. I want to show y'all this. So they have their Karura platform. You connect with your Polkadot extension, the wallet up there. So I gotta update. And then you select, which wallet you want to use. And yeah, it's the same concept. I guess the tokens or whatever went away. Maybe it's a daily thing. I don't know. That is odd. Yeah, this is the app that I need. Yeah, my bad. I was on the wrong one. I was on the Karura network, but it's supposed to be on Aurora. Okay. So I mean Akala. So Akala again, it's in testnet. It's in testing mode. So, I test. Fuck it. Um this introduces, I mean, this introduces the same thing. As you can see, you can borrow, you can lend, you can swap, you can stake as well. They call theirs liquid staking, but it's the same thing where, like, let me show you. Let me stake, 0.98 dot, right? And they're gonna give me 9.7 liquid dot. That's what they call it. Um, it's the same Polkadot in a sense, or it's the same, just like how you stake those two tokens
Wait,
on
liquid dot?
yeah, that it's basically the LP token for the dot staking. They're just calling it liquid dot, but it could have just been dot LP, like the liquidity provider tokens that I showed you.
Oh, okay, okay. So wait. So this is the test net for the Polkadot staking.
Platform, yeah. Because yeah, let me show you guys this just so y'all could get a better idea. Polkadot's ecosystem is big as hell, just like how Ethereum's is, right? So there's multiple, just like on the Ethereum, there's multiple dexes, right? There's 496 projects on Polkadot overall. They're not like all live, obviously, because Polkadot has this parachain auction concept. And so not all of them are going to be live, or uh, yeah, not all of them are going to be overall live. But Akala is leading the pack, with especially in the DeFi platform type of range on Polkadot. They are leading that. So I'm like, okay, let me at least test it out, stuff like that. Another one is Polka Starter. Um, Polka Starter, same type of thing. It's like a Uniswap. Um, you do the swaps and stuff on there. So all these projects, they have to win the bid to get a parachain. Um, and that's another thing too that I'm gonna do another call on. You can put your money, you can put your stake your dot behind a project that is going to bid for a parachain. And when they win the bid, that project usually airdrops you their token for helping them out. Because to win a parachain, you got to have deep pockets. Like a project has to have a lot of money to bid for that parachain. Essentially, that individual project can crowd fund their bid by having people like you and I um, go ahead and basically stake our money behind them, so they can go ahead and get that that parachain. But then when they win, you do get your tokens back, your original dot, and you get their airdrop for helping them out. So that's another way of getting free money, especially on a platform that, um, yeah, on a platform that's up and up. You're getting you're getting in at the very bottom, and you didn't put no money into it. Besides, you staked your money behind something. So that's what's happening here. But I want y'all to be aware of all of the different Zapper and Zerion like platforms that exist on other blockchains, because on those other blockchains, the fees are a whole lot cheaper. So you can wall out, swap this for that, that for this, without worrying, hey, how much money I got to pay in Ethereum fees. And now, if this is a project or coin that you want to hold long term, start farming it, start yielding it, put it into a pool. So, and that's the thing too. You putting money into a pool, like for example, Uniswap. I was putting the Uniswap token into that Uniswap pool actually helps the project stay alive because the project can only stay alive if it has coins for other people or like you and I to go ahead and swap. No one's going to go on there if they don't have enough coins to swap for or there's no liquidity. So you're doing your part, and for doing your part, you get paid, and you get a share of the fees that comes into that pool. But you also get that LP token in return that is a cryptocurrency, and you can do whatever with. Exchange it for another, go stake it somewhere to earn interest, whatever. It's still a cryptocurrency. So you can go ahead and use these tactics as you see fit in your journey, because I think this will be the best, probably the best thing that I do with my money, because I haven't touched any of my money at all, and I just take the gains and reinvest it into the capital, and the returns that I get from it, I just take out loans against it if need be. And then as I earn more gains from my money sitting there, I repay those loans back out. And so it's just being able to leverage your money in a way that you don't have to touch the principle of it at all. You can make that interest work for you and live off of that interest and don't ever have to touch your money. All right. Do y'all have any questions for me before I hop off this? Because I'm about to go eat. All right, y'all. Just a quick last look on Alchemist. So the same thing with Alchemist. You purchase the token, go to Uniswap version 2, don't do version 3, and you deposit Alchemist and wrapped ETH, right? So Alchemist and wrap ETH LP means it's the Alchemist wrap ETH LP token, which you would get in return for staking this pair into the pool. And then you come over here and, make 10x over 60 days. Make 10x. Oh, this one went down to 18 days. Oh, because this is for Climber. This is another one that I'm
What? Wait.
I'm about to go
So,
crazy on.
Wait, you put Alchemist, you go on Uniswap and you add Alchemist and wrapped ETH and get the LPs from Uniswap and then bridge it.
No, you don't got to bridge it. It's already in your wallet. You just come over here and hit subscribe and add it to whatever rewards program you want to add it to, depending on what token you have, obviously. And so I'm showing you that, yeah, this one 10x over 60 days. This one is a little bit better because it's new. This is another DAO that I'm bullish on, Climber. I think it's going to do better than what Ohm is doing right now. And Ohm is just getting started. So they're offering higher yields on it, higher incentives, so more people can obviously stake. So the earlier you are with staking something on a project, the higher yields you'll get to enjoy. Once more people start doing the same, then you'll see the yields start to go down. But yeah, what you see is what you get. 10x over 60 days, 3x over 30 days.
So $1,000 in that shit, 10 bands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will,
But
how much more do I got to show you in this space to show you that anything's possible in this motherfucker?
yo, 3 seconds retarded is crazy. But okay, you put five, so you can do 500 alchemist, 500 wrapped ETH.
Yeah.
Clap in there.
hmm And then you'll get the LP token for that, which would represent $1,000, and then you put that um, into that rewards program, and you let it sit, earn your percentages.
And there's no time, there's no contract. You don't have to like. You can redraw any moment, or if
Yeah, so you can withdraw at any moment. It's just that the reward program is limited. So this one got 17 days left. Some of them are infinite. So it might just pop in, pop out, or it could just be something like for this, it's the main coin itself. So they're leaving it up there. But it could be like for this with Ampleforth, like that's a random altcoin that is coming onto this brand new blockchain, brand new exchange. So they might just offer it for a little bit, see how things play out, and might bring it back if they want to add more liquidity for that token. But yeah, all of this is new too, because this wasn't here like 2 days ago when I came on here.
10x in 40 days.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. So that's the wave that's going on here, man. I gotta get back to like finding these little niches and finding them early, like how we used to do. Because that's where most of the money is at. Like all the other shit, if it's already on media, like most of the money is already made. There's less meat on that less meat on that potato. But yeah, this is primarily what I wanted to show y'all. Alchemist got it, Akala, which is on the Ethereum, the Polkadot network, Just Swap, which is on the Tron network. I don't use Tron as much. I just had this little bit of money in this wallet or whatever, so I'm like, let me test it out. Never know. Shit, after I saw what Dogecoin did and what VeChain is doing, like, just never know where these coins gonna end up. Solana has their own as well, although their thing look whack. Make sure y'all get some Serum. That's Solana's decentralized exchange. It's at $8 right now. It's their Uniswap pretty much. And yeah, so and then on XDAI's network you have Honey. So I know some of you guys already have some Honey. I'm like, go ahead, go stake it, go farm it, like go test it out on these platforms. And yeah, the biggest one that I'm most bullish on, and you guys should probably start working on first, is this one with Optimism. This gateway to Optimism. So Optimistic doesn't have a coin yet. This platform doesn't have a coin yet. So same concept of let's do some swaps to try to be eligible, whatever. I'm gonna do it on at least like 5 of my wallets and see what happens. Because this is a viable layer 2 solution that could get implemented any day now. So that's that. And then, yeah, we had the original ones, Zapper and Zerion. I mean, I knew I always liked them. And these platforms don't have a token either. So they might come out with a token and shoot. We've been on them since day one, you know? So that's what's going on here. And of course, DeFi Pulse to just see where that money is flowing to, how much money is getting locked up. One cool thing that I had saw was just how much money. It's crazy, barely anything on the Light network. When did I see this? I don't know, but either way, if y'all ain't got no questions for me, I'm gonna let y'all go. Appreciate
Wait,
y'all hopping on.
what's the Alchemist one?
What do you mean?
Alchemist. Oh, WTF. Oh, okay.
Yeah, WTF, yeah.
I was thinking it was some fishing site, man. I was like, what the fuck?
You put Crucible in front of it, or how about this? I'm gonna just drop it in the chat. Yeah, so that's to get there. But of course, you know, to get the LP token, you got to go to Uniswap. Make sure it's Uniswap V2, not V3, and stake your Alchemist tokens there with some wrapped ETH, and yeah, go from there. Any other questions? All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all hopping on. And yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know.
Appreciate you, man. Zay.
No doubt. Let's get this breach, you know. But staking is really gonna be solid, and of course, too, like I said, make sure you pick out the projects that you do want to stake. Typically, those are the ones you want to hold long term. Because I mean, there may not even be a staking program for what you're trying to stake anyway. All right, I'm out, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all on the flip side. If y'all got any questions, just hit me up in the chats. Y'all know how to get a hold of me. Yeah, be easy, y'all. Peace.